All right, so look, just to make sure we're all on the same page. God is real. There are only two genders. In fact, a trans woman is not a woman. In fact, the definition of a woman is an adult human female. All right. I do not believe that biological males should compete against biological females in sports. An open border is no border. Parents get to choose the education of their children, not the government. Reverse racism is racism. There are 3 branches of government, not 4. And the U.S. Constitution is the strongest guarantor of freedoms in the history of this world. I want to make sure that I state that because I think a lot of us are on the same page. I think a lot of us are on the same side. I think a lot of things that I just said, many people on the left or many liberals will consider what I just said as racist, sexist, homophobic, fascist, and bigotry. I think we all understand that. And I just happen to disagree with them. I think if the first act of you coming over into the country is breaking the law by illegally coming over, it doesn't necessarily make you a bad person, but it does make you a criminal by definition. All right. Now that we're on the same page, I have a question for you. How come you're on the same page with me when I say things that you agree with, and I criticize people on the left that do not believe and do not go about handling things the way in which that I just stated? But the moment that I state something that is even a little bit critical of Donald Trump, you all have a lot of hate comments. You all are quick to defend him. I'm a bit confused. I was under the impression that a lot of you all were Christians. Maybe I was wrong. I was under the impression that a lot of you all believed in God. Maybe I was wrong. I'm going to need you all to hop in the comment section and educate me otherwise, because if you believed in God, then you will put your faith in God and not in politicians. But maybe I misunderstood you. How come when things are pointed out about certain celebrities, like in my last video, people like LeBron James, Will Smith, Bill Gates, Oprah, people that a lot of you hop in the comment section and say, oh, it's because they're on Diddy tapes. Oh, it's because they're on Epstein's list. But when I point out the fact that Donald Trump had a very good relationship with Epstein, and Donald Trump apparently not only had a very good relationship with Epstein, but apparently he had a really good relationship with P. Diddy as well, you all come with all the justifications. Then you're playing these mental gymnastics. This is why I tell you all I'm not conservative or Republican. Because you all on the right do a lot of things that people on the left do. You have cognitive dissonance when it comes to critiquing somebody that's on your side of the political spectrum. That's called hypocrisy. You have to hold everybody accountable, and you have to be consistent all the way around. Let's watch this first clip of your guy, Donald Trump, saying out of his own mouth that P. Diddy is his man's.
Because working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
Hi, Nizzle.
You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
What's your justification for that? If there was anybody else on the left, any other celebrity said it, you all would be in the comment section clowning them. You don't need to see any more proof. They're guilty. They're up to something. They was a part of the freak-offs. Let's see what you all are going to do when it comes to Donald Trump. How about this? How about this tape of Donald Trump's attorney? I want you all to take a listen to what this man just said about New York's attorney general and what she better and better not do now that they're back in the White House.
Let me just say this to Big Tish James, the New York Attorney General. I dare you. I dare you to try to continue your lawfare against President Trump in his second term, because listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time, and we will put your fat ass in prison for conspiracy against rights. And I promise you that. So think long and hard before you want to violate President Trump's constitutional rights or any other American's constitutional rights. It's not going to happen again.
We've been warning people on the show, Mike, this isn't the same Trump administration. Stop messing around. Don't rig elections. Don't illegally vote. Don't try the funny business, because we know the team this time and they are not effing around.
maybe it's just me, and it could very well just be me, but not only was that extremely unprofessional, a person who's representing Trump, quite literally he represents Trump. So you all can say, well, Trump didn't say this, his attorney said it. Listen, one of the best quotes I heard of the past year was, you can tell a lot about a politician by the way in which the majority of their political supporters behave on their behalf. And I have found in almost any other scenario, that is almost always very spot on, very accurate. So I want to know how you all feel about this man talking like that. Because not only was it unprofessional, but that sounded, I don't know, man, there's some underlying, it's like being on the losing team and you sat on the bench for like half the game, and now that you all are back winning and you're back off the bench, back into the game, you're ready to get your payback, but in an illegal way. It's like illegal or illegal. But I have a question. If Trump has nothing to hide, right? Why do you care if the attorney general or any other attorney goes after him? If there's nothing to hide, don't accuse someone of being unconstitutional. Now, you all can hop in the comment section and give me the ins and outs of what they're trying to do that's unconstitutional and what's constitutional. You all can argue that in the comment section. My point is, if there's nothing to hide, if you're Trump's attorney and you have nothing to hide, why do you care if they continue to come after him as president? Why? Somebody hop in the comment section and educate me on that. And the way in which this man spoke, he was speaking with a, I don't know, bro, like his tone and his arrogance and his, sort of like he came off like he was really like somebody's boss. Like that threat sounded so different than a normal threat to me. You know what I mean? Like it sounded like he was willing to do whatever himself, constitutional, unconstitutional. It was a lot of hate in what he said, And I just want to see consistency. I want us to hold both sides accountable, right? Because if you dislike the left and the things that they stand for, and you think it's ungodly, and you think it's unconstitutional, you think it's all these things, stand on that. But that don't mean when somebody on your side is doing things that you don't stand for or doing things that is not right, you can't turn a blind eye to that. You can't choose to not watch a video because, that video title and that thumbnail is letting me know that they're being critical of Trump. Let me keep strolling. Like, no. Do you worship Jesus Christ? Do you worship God? Or do you worship Donald Trump? Which is it? Now, I know the news just came out. A lot of you all probably don't know that I think 3 people was just arrested because of some intelligence that picked up some people over in Iran that was apparently planning some sort of murder for hire plot against Donald Trump again, right? I can bring you all another video if you'd like me to cover that in an entire video in its own. Please hop in the comment section and just say murder for hire. I'll drop a separate video for that. But the purpose of this video is to just call out the hypocrisies and to say that you do realize that Donald Trump ran in a lot of these circles. I'm not saying what Donald Trump is guilty or not guilty of. My point is, you're not affording these other celebrities the same benefit of the doubt that you're affording Donald Trump. You know what I mean? And I get it because I've made several videos where I'm calling out these celebrities, but I'm also calling out Trump. And you all don't like that. And it shows your hypocrisy. As always, man, hop in the comment section. I'll still love to know what you all think about this, what you have to say about it, right? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, hit the notification bell. My name is Demetrius. I go by Didi. Until next time, peace. Oh yeah, Didi got a podcast.